I am Professor Unnikrishnan from VoicecultureIndia. When I used to go for seminars related to singing issues or voice production or voice disorders, there used to be a general question from participants, which food is good for singers, or which food we have to avoid to protect the voice or to get a quality voice. And I used to get a lot of messages to include this item in one of my videos. So I am here to explain the food related issues. Food is an essential thing for everybody. So whether you are a singer or not, we have to think about your health first. For a general person, the items should be avoided. The first thing is spicy food. Spicy food is very bad for everybody. And sugar, excess sugar intake is very bad. Then milk and milk products, that you have to give a watch, because or if you have lactose intolerance, you have to be careful while taking milk and milk products. Generally, dairy products are not good. Then coming to the vegetables and non-vegetarian items. Suppose if you have the issue of acidity and acid reflux, whichever food gives you this acid reflux, that you have to avoid. Especially singers should take special care, because acid reflux means it is directly attacking the throat. So singers should be very careful with this kind of food. So we can check what are the food items in vegetables. Red pumpkin, that is out of experience you have to. I am telling my experience. Red pumpkin is not suitable for me, and tuvar dal, that is not suitable for me, and cabbage, cauliflower. These are the general items I avoid. So what you can do, substitutes. Instead of tuvar dal, you can have green gram dal, and instead of red pumpkin, you can have ash gourd, that means kumda, safed kumda, and some root vegetables, that also may create issues for you, that you have to check after eating. If you feel any kind of burping tendency or bloating tendency in your system, then you have to avoid such food items. Coming to the non-vegetarian items, chicken is always good for general health and for singers also. It gives a soothing effect to the body and as well as the respiratory system. And fish items, whichever fish promotes the acidity tendency. There are so many varieties of fish items. The egg white is very good for protein. So you can have egg whites. I have not found any issues with egg whites. Why milk is bad for some people? Suppose if you are having lactose intolerance, you have to be careful while consuming milk and milk products. What is lactose intolerance? There is an enzyme called lactase. It is produced by the small intestine. What is the function of this enzyme? It breaks down the glucose or lactose of the milk. And if there is less production of this enzyme, this function of breaking down of lactose of the milk will not happen. So that indigestion happens. Your milk will be indigested. And indigested milk will create a lot of issues, and you will get acid reflux and a lot of stomach issues and diarrhea and vomiting and all these things. For singers, if acid reflux happens, it directly attacks the vocal cords. So you will feel vomiting tendency, you will feel fever, you will feel throat pain, lack of range, strain and breathing issues. There is a general belief that singers should not take ice cream. Sometimes ice cream is beneficial for us. For example, ice cream sometimes works to reduce the acidity and the heartburn. because of the cold milk in that. After a heavy lunch, if you take little ice cream, it will balance your metabolism. But if ice cream creates lot of issues for your throat, you have to avoid that. Buttermilk, buttermilk is a very nice solution for this lactose intolerance, because buttermilk has this lactase enzyme in that, which will help to digest your food very easily. And also there is a lot of probiotic in buttermilk. So it is advised to have buttermilk after your lunch every day. The singers should consume lot of fluids, otherwise lot of water. The proportion of water intake is, for every 20 kg of your weight, you have to take 1 liter. If you have 60 kg weight, so 3 liters of water you have to consume in a day at different times, because water is essential to avoid dehydration. Dehydration means dryness of your throat. As a singer, your vocal cords are supposed to be lubricated every time. Otherwise, you will have a dry voice and the voice flow will not be there. And you cannot sing properly with a natural flow of your voice. So, water will avoid this dryness. Water will eliminate this dryness of your throat. So, as a singer, you are supposed to have a lot of water, so that you can have an easy way of singing. These are the general things, So you have to categorize yourself which is good for your health as a human being and which is troubling your respiratory system and stomach. So both will affect your singing, because you are using your respiratory system as an instrument to produce voice. So thinking all these things, you have to decide which food will be better for you. Thank you.